Hello friends, welcome to NiC IT Academy. In our today's session, we are going to learn about joins. In our Oracle SQL series, we have already covered 5-day sessions. So far, we have covered all these 5 sessions. If you haven't watched these 5 sessions, please watch one by one and kindly practice it. I have given all the SQL queries in the notes. You can complete that 5-day sessions and then you can come to the 6th day session. In our today's session, we will learn about completely on the joins. What are the different joins are there? What is equijoin, non-equijoin, Cartesian product? In equijoin, what are the different joins we have, like inner join, left outer, right outer, full outer, and how to write the join condition by using implicit method and ANSI method, and how to write in using keyword. So everything we will see one by one. And after completing this, we can go with aggregate function. I have given all the notes and exercises in the description. Please download it and practice it by watching the video. If you are very new to the channel, please subscribe the channel and then click on the bell icon so that you'll be getting all the notifications. Thank you for watching. Let us start our session. We have majorly 2 types of join. One is equijoin. So we can classify this join into 2 types. One is equijoin, other one is non-equijoin. These are the 2 types of joins are available majorly in our Oracle database. Equijoin is nothing but we will have equal conditions. In the join condition, we'll be having an equal symbol. Non-equijoin is nothing but non-equality. You can have less than, or we can have greater than, or we can have less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to, or not equal also. This is what condition we can write in the join condition. So if you look at here, the joins are 2 types of joins. One is equijoin. An equijoin is a type of join that combines table based on matching values in a specified columns. So this is what equal symbol will be mentioned. Non-equijoin is nothing but the same way. Non-equality, we will test it like less than, greater than, less than or equal to all this expression, we will use it. So non-equijoins, we will see after some time. Equijoin, we will start with. Equijoins again splitted into 4 types of joins. One is inner join, left outer join, right outer join, full outer join. If you take 2 tables, so this is what the inner join. If you consider inner join is nothing but if you take 2 tables, here I have the 1 table, this is left table, so this is right table. If you take 2 tables, if you do inner join, so this is left table, this is right table. Inner join will give you the result of common record between both the tables. Common record between both the tables. The first table, if you are mentioning in our join will be a left table. Second table we are mentioning in the join is the right table. So okay, inner join is nothing but common record between both the tables. If the record is matching, the result will be getted. The record is not matching, we will not get the result. Second join is called left outer join. So what is left outer join, right? All the record from the left table. So left outer join is nothing but irrespective of right table, all the record from the left table and matching record from the right table. So we will see in detail about all this with some examples so that you will be getting very clear idea. The third one is called right outer join. It is opposite to left outer join. The first table, whatever we are taking, this is a left table, and second table we are taking the right table. And if you do right outer join of these 2, we'll be getting all the record from the right table, all the record from the right table, and matching record from the left table. If it is not matched, we'll be getting null value on the left hand side. Here, null value on the right hand side. If it is not matching, we will see in practically so that you will get clear idea. Fourth one is called full outer join. The same way, first table is left table, the second table is right table. You can go for right table. So this is what the left table we have, right table. If you are going for full outer, so matching, non-matching record from both the tables. Matching, non-matching record from both the tables. So this is what full outer join. So we'll be getting full outer join. These are all the 4 types of joins are available in Oracle. Inner join, left outer, right outer, and full outer. We will see the joins practically. Consider these 2 tables. This is what the customer table, this is what the country table. In customer table, I have customer related data like customer ID, customer name, mobile number, email, country ID. In country table, I have country informations like for this particular country, what is the country name? So if I want to know from which country this customer is belongs to, then you can say that this is country ID 203. Be checking here 203, what is this country? Then 203, 203 you are matching, and then we can say he is from Singapore, right? This customer 202, 202 is nothing but USA. This customer is from USA. That's what I can join it, and then I can get. So how did I join? We can take customer.country ID and then country.country ID. The column name might be different. Column name might be different. Column data type should be matching. In order to join, I need to have a common column. So one column, two columns, more than two columns also it's possible, but the column should be matching. Here country ID, you can have another column also, mobile number, or country information, zip code. So that's also we can do some join, but as of now we are seeing only one column joins. This is the join condition, customer.country ID equal to country.country ID. So we are connecting it. So now if you take the customer table and country table, if I do inner join, what could be the result? So I can take customer data. So customer, I want to know each customer's details and their country details. I want to know. Then I can go for the inner join. So if you do inner join, see all the records. So we can take this particular record. Country ID also we can take this particular record. We can take the country ID. You can make it here. And then country name 200 is nothing but India. We can take 200 India. 204 is nothing but UK. So I can take UK here. 202 is nothing but USA. So you can take 2 USA here. And 203 is Singapore. You can take the Singapore from here. And next record, like 1004, this record, the country ID 205. So if I'm seeing here, country ID 205 is not available. So for inner join, this record will get filtered out. It will be opted out. So it will not be populated in the inner join result. So you can go for other records. Same way you can join it. 200, it is India. Then 202, it's a USA. So this is what we'll be connecting. So this is the result of inner join. This is the result of inner join. So for inner join, we'll be getting the matching record from both the tables. If you look at here, 201 China is available on right hand side, but the 201 country is not available in the customer table. This record also will not be coming on the right hand side. So matching record between both the tables, that is what inner join will do. What is left outer join? So left outer join is nothing but irrespective of right table, we can take all the records from the left table. So irrespective of right table, we can take all the records from the left table. Then, so for each and every record, we have to match the condition. If it is 200, so I can put 200. What is a 200? 200 is nothing but India. 200, we can mention that India. So you can fill all the 200 as India. And 204, UK. So you can take UK. So 202 is USA. That is what 2 is USA. 203, nothing but Singapore. Then Singapore. But 205, I do not have any value. So it will be null. So you'll be getting null value on the right hand side. So this is what you'll be getting it. If it is not matching, you'll be getting null value on the right hand side. If it is left outer join. Okay, this is what you'll be getting it. 202 is USA. We can populate all the values. So this is the resultant of left outer join. Okay, so now we will go to the right outer join. So what is the right outer join? We'll be getting all the records from the inner join resultant. We'll be getting all the resultant. Then for right outer join, so we'll be getting all the record from the right table. So right table, we have 201 China. So this is what we have. And here you'll be getting null value. On the left hand side, you'll be getting null value. Why? Because I do not have any customer details for this particular country. So this is what you'll be getting right outer join. All the records from the right table. If it is matching, you'll be getting the value. If it is not matching, you'll be getting null value on the left hand side. If it is full outer join, then it's a matching, non-matching record between both the tables. So this is what you'll be getting the full outer join. So resultant of full outer join. Here we'll be going with full resultant of full outer join. So this is what the result: inner join, left outer, right outer, and full outer. So when will you go for inner join? If I have matching column, I will go for normally inner join only. When will you go for left outer? In order to get all the records from the left table, I can go with the left outer join. Then say same way you can, if you want to get right hand side, say for an example, I want to know in which country I do not have customer. In which country I do not have customer, I want to take 201 China. We can do right outer join. In addition to the right outer join, we can make one condition like customer ID is null. Okay, you can make one more condition as customer ID is null, then this record alone will be getting it. That is what we can take. Okay, in this particular country, I do not have any customer. Same way, you can go for full outer join also. Matching, non-matching record from both the tables. This is what you can get. For an example, if I'm having a record like this, instead of 205, I have 201 here. All the record is matching with all the record on the right hand side. Okay, record is matching with right hand side. 200 is matching. 204 it's available. 202 is available. 203 available. 201 also it's available. 200, 202, 200. Everything is available. We'll be getting this particular result 201, 201 here, and here we'll be getting China's country name. So that this is what the inner join result. So this is the result for all other remaining joins. Left outer join also, this is the same result. Right outer also, full outer also. So why? Because all the record is getting matched. That's what we'll be getting the record. How to write the queries for this? The same table I have created. So I have given the script in the descriptions. You can download the script from here in the descriptions. You can practice it. If you are finding any difficulties or any issues or any suggestions, you can write your suggestions in the comments. I will answer it. So we can write join in Oracle by using two methods. Normally we can write join by using two methods. One is implicit method, another one is ANSI method. We will see all the two methods. Why? Because if you are going for a real-time project, there might be, so one of the developer writing queries in implicit method, one of the writers might be writing in ANSI method. We should know all the two types of methods. So that's what I have mentioned here. First, I have created a table here. We can select the table, select start from customer. You can see here, this is what the customer table. Same way, we can do the select start from country. I have posted all the four. Select start from country. We can have this table. Okay, so now inserted all the 5 records. So now we will write ANSI method. How to write the join queries? We can use first implicit method. By using implicit method, how to write it? We will see now. Okay, implicit method and ANSI method. We will see one by one. There are 2 methods are available. We'll see one by one. So implicit method is nothing but we can go to select column names. This is what you can do the practice. Implicit method join is very simple. If you follow this, join is very simple. Select all the column names from first table. First table is customer. You can see here, first table is customer. Okay, comma, second table. Second table is country. Country, where we have to write the join condition by using where clause. Where customer dot country ID equal to country dot country ID. This is the join condition. This is called join condition. This is called join condition. So we have to write the join condition. After that, you can make and condition, filter conditions. That we can write filter conditions. This is join condition. Okay, now after writing it, you can select the column names. Always you have to select the column names customer dot customer ID. So instead of making every time customer dot customer ID and everything, I can alias it this table as A, this table as B. So instead of customer, you can make A dot. This is called table alias. We have already seen that in our previous session. If you haven't watched, please watch the previous session. You will get all the stuff very clearly. So A dot customer ID, then A dot customer name. The same way you can mention the customer name, then mobile number. So all this column from A table. So you can mention that A dot mobile number, comma A dot email, comma A dot country ID. So all the columns from A table, comma we can go for B dot. So I need B dot, no need to take country ID. So country ID we have already taken from the left table. We can go for B dot country name. So we can mention B dot country name. So this is what, finally you no need to mention the comma here. Just you can mention the, so no need to mention the comma here. So this is what the implicit method join. So after writing it here also you can change the queries A dot country ID. Here also you can mention that B dot country ID. Here also we have to change the conditions. Then you can copy this, go here, you can execute the statement, we can get the result. So if you look at here, so for all the customers, we are getting the country name. If I want to get only customers are from India, then you have to mention that and B dot country underscore name equal to India. So case sensitive, you have to make in this way only. India, this is what only India, we have 3 customers. This is what I can find out by joining the columns. So this is called inner join. This is called inner join in implicit method. In implicit method, we have written the inner join. Okay. How to do the inner join in ANSI method? See, ANSI method is very simple. ANSI method is very simple. We can copy this the same way. We can go to this same way. We can up to here. It is simple. The same way we have tried. Select all the column names. Select all the column names from first table. Inner join or join. Join or inner join. Inner join or join. We can write inner join. Second table is country B. Then you have to use the keyword called on. So there we'll be using where class. Here we have to use on. So on A dot country ID. Common column is A dot country ID equal to B dot country underscore ID. This is what we have to write. And this is called ANSI method. So normally which method will be used most of the time? In real-time project, most of the time we'll be using ANSI method. Performance wise, the ANSI method is better one. You can see the same result you'll be getting. Either from ANSI method or implicit method, you'll be writing it. See what is the difference here? From first table, comma, second table, where class. Here, first table, inner join or join, second table, on. Okay, you have to use on. If I want to know any filter condition, then you have to use where class here. So again, where class. So here we might be using that and class, right? Here we have to use where class. We can put this and then you can select it. It will select only customers are from India. So this is what we can write ANSI method for inner join. Okay, how to write left outer join? So left outer join means, see all the record from the left table, matching record from the right table. So in order to write the left table in implicit method, you have to make, this is the join condition, right? In join condition, the right hand side, we have to make plus symbol on the bracket. If you are making, this is the syntax. If you are making plus symbol in the bracket on the right hand side of the join condition, it will become a left outer join. Left outer join. If you look at here, all the record from the left table, matching record from the right table. If it is not matching, we'll be getting null value on the right hand side. So this is what left outer join. Okay. How will you write left outer join here? So simply we can write left join or left outer join. Both are equal. You can see here, select all the column names from first table, left join, second table, on condition. You can mention that on condition. Just I'm executing it, the same result you'll be getting it. All the record from the left table, matching record from the right table. If it is not matching, null value on the right hand side. This is what left outer join ANSI method. How to write right outer join in implicit method? Very simple. You can take the plus symbol on the left hand side of the join condition. This will become a right outer join. All the record from the right table, you can see all the record from the right table, you can get null value on the left hand side if it is not matching. Okay, you can see here country ID you are getting null value, right? Country ID you are getting null value. But if I want to know country ID for this 201 for China, then instead of taking country ID from A table, Instead of taking country ID from this table, so 201, it will not be available here. That's what we are getting null value. So instead of taking country ID from A table, take country ID from B table. So if you are taking that, this is what you are getting it. I want to know how many countries I do not have any customers. Then I can make one more condition here, and A dot customer ID is null. If you take it this way, you can find 201 China. I do not have any customers. If any other countries also there, it will be populated. Here you can remove the other columns. You can just remove other columns. Okay, this is what you can use, the use of right outer join. Okay, this is what the use of right outer join. So how to write in ANSI method? Instead of left join, we have to make right join, simply right join. Be getting all the records from the right table, matching record from the left table. So you can have here B dot country ID. This is what we'll be getting, right outer join. Okay, how to write full outer join? Can we write full outer join plus symbol both the side? No, it will not work. Okay, in order to write full outer join, we have to go with set operations. Here, first of all, I will do left outer join, union. Okay, union will remove the duplicate, union, right outer join, union, right outer join. It will remove the duplicate, and this is the way we will write the full outer join. If you go and check here, this is what the full outer join. It will give you matching, non-matching record from both the tables. So you can look at here, right hand side also you are getting null value, left hand side also we are getting null value. So this is what full outer join. But in ANSI method, it's very simple. Instead of right, you can make full join or full outer join, both are equal. So this is the 4 type of join. We have to understand clearly that. Okay, I have given all the queries. Just to create the table. You can watch this video and you can get the details. And we will go to the another tables also. We can have 2 tables, 3 tables, all this. If you, this is what I have given implicit join, all the joins. If you take the tables, say for an example, I have the 3 tables here. So customer, city and country, same way we can create. Look at here, I have the Shankar from here. I want to know which country he is from. Okay. So in order to get the country details, I cannot direct connection from customer table to country table. I do not have any direct connection to this table. I have to go via this particular city table. So we can take customer.city ID equal to city.city ID. First you have to join it. You have to get this detail, region ID. Then region ID from city table. Okay, region ID from city table, city.region ID equal to country.country ID. Column name might be different, data type should be matching. So you can see here 201, 201. So this customer is from China. So this customer, where is from this customer? So 102 is nothing but 200, 200 is nothing but India. So this is what I can get join. This is the result of inner join. So I want to know each and every customer city details and country details. Then I have to go for joining. So the same way in our HR schema, we do have 3 tables. We know already. We do have 3 tables. Like we have table called employees table, departments table, locations table. How these tables are related? So employees, we have the department ID. In departments table, we have the department ID. So employees.department ID equal to departments.department ID. You can join it. You can get the department name from here and we can go to the location ID. We can take the location ID from here. Okay, this particular department, where it is located. So location ID 2005, location ID, you can get this ID. Then location ID from here, location table, I can say he's from Chennai, India, right? So that's what I can do the joins. So for joining, you need to have the common column. Same way in our table also, in our HR schema, we have the 3 tables. Select star from employees. We can see the employees table. I have the employees table. All the employee details are available. Select star from departments table. If you if you do not have this particular environment, Oracle setup, I have posted already video. You can also check the description. I have given the Oracle installation step. You can install it, any of the version, and then you can practice it. We have the two tables like employees table and departments table. So here we have the department ID, department name, and location ID. And first of all, we will do the joins on these two tables. So how to do the joins? So this is what joins. Simply first two tables I'm joining it. So select all the column names from first table employees E, comma departments D, where class E dot department ID equal to D dot department ID. So this is called implicit method. So why it is implicit method? If you are seeing more than one table in the from class, then that is a join. More than one table in the from class with the comma, that means it's a join. And also you are seeing the where class without any plus symbol. That's what it's a inner join of two tables, employees and departments. Okay. This one is again inner join of two tables, employees table and departments table. Here we are writing inner join. This is called ANSI method. This is called ANSI method. If you look at here, the same result you'll be getting it. You are getting same result. We can get it here. Same result for each and every employees. We can get the department name and location. Okay. So this is what I can get. Left outer join. Yeah. Plus symbol on the right hand side. Right outer join. So in the ANSI method, you can go for left outer join or left outer join. Both are equal. So if you do left outer join or left join, so you'll be getting all the record from the left table, If it is matching, you'll be getting the value. If it is not matching, you'll be getting null value on the right hand side. So for this particular employee, there is no department ID tagged. So for this department ID in this employee table not tagged with any ID, that's what we are getting null value on the department name. Okay, this is what left outer join. Right outer join. So plus symbol on the right hand side. You can see here all the record from the right table, you are getting it, right? You're getting it. So what is the use of this right outer join? So I want to know how many departments I do not have any employees. How many departments I do not have any employees. You can see here, this department I do not have any employees. These departments I do not have any employees, right? Because here left hand side you are getting null value, right? So you can execute it, and along with this you can use one more condition, and E dot employee ID is null. Okay, employee ID is null. Then only this department names you are getting. For all these departments, I do not have any employee. So I do not want these columns. I can remove the E dot column names, so that if they are asking in interview how to find all the record from the right table and matching record from the left table, this is what you can tell them. Okay, if they're asking questions like this, so you want to do all the records from the right table. So the record is there in right table, not in left table. So that is what you have to make the queries like this. Okay, then we can go for full outer join. Full outer join. Full outer join is nothing but, so this is what we can write full outer join. As I have mentioned, you can go for union also. So full outer join is nothing but matching, non-matching record from both the tables. Matching record, non-matching record from both the tables. This is what you'll be getting it. Okay. Next one is called, so this is what full outer join. How to do the three tables join. How to do three table join here? So I have employees table, departments table, locations. If I want to do three table join, we can write select all the column names from three tables, whatever the column we want. We have to mention, if it is employee table, just I'm aliasing like E, departments table D, locations table L. So how many tables are there? You can mention all the tables in the from class. This is called implicit method. We have already seen that. If I have one more table, jobs, we can make comma here, jobs we can mention 4 tables, 5 tables. You can go for a number of tables here. But the thing is, you need to do the join condition. You need to do the join condition. Here you need to do the join condition. So you take all the columns from the tables, from the table name, and where class you can put the join condition. This is filter condition. That means I want to know how many employees working from UK. That's what. So without joining, I cannot find how many employees are working from UK. So without joining, can I find? No, I cannot find. So after joining it, we can make one more condition here. Okay, these many employees, 35 employees are working in UK. That is what I can get the details. Okay, so how can I change this one into a ANSI method? See, very simple. First table, inner join, second table. Instead of where class, you can go for on class. Then you have to remove this. Okay, first you have to do the first two table joins. So more than two table, you cannot join in the ANSI method. First table, inner join, second table on condition. Again, you have to do the join. Okay, inner join, third table on condition, You can remove the comma from here. Just I have copied. Inner join, third table on condition. Here you can use where class. Where class is for filter condition. This is what the where class you can use. You can, the same result you will be getting it. Same result you will be getting it. This is what I have tried. If I have one more table like a jobs, how to do the join? So here, inner join. Again you have to go for join or inner join. Inner join, jobs, j on j dot job id. Okay, you can go for j dot job id equal to e dot job id. Like this, you can go for the join condition and more than two tables, three tables, four tables. This is what you have to use. Inner join, fourth table, write the condition. Inner join, fifth table, write the condition. Then this is what the where class is nothing but filter condition. After joining it, if you look at here, after joining it, I want to take only UK, then I can write UK here, where class. So this is what the four tables, five tables, all this you can do it. Okay. So you can practice it. I have given this query just in our HR schema. You can practice it. Then you'll be getting all the stuff very clearly. So what is the meaning here? So after joining it, this is called the same way how I have mentioned. We are getting country equal to CA and getting salary more than $10,000. So this country from L table, country ID from L table, salary column from E table. So you have to make sure that from which table you are taking that columns. Okay, this is what join. And four tables join, inner join. Okay, four tables. See, you can take all the columns. First, you can take select all the columns from first table, inner join, second table on condition, inner join, third table on condition, inner join, fourth table on condition. You can go for four table, five table. See here, instead of writing table name, here we have written on query itself. So you can write this query itself, department ID, department name, location ID from departments D. So you can write subquery also here. So instead of writing the table name, we can write the queries also. This is what four tables, five tables, join query. You can see here, just I'm joining it and I'm getting the country from United Kingdom, salary getting more than $10,000. So this is what the query you will be getting at. So these many customers, 8 customers are from United Kingdom and we are getting the salary. These customers are getting salary more than $10,000. So this is what you have to write. From first table, inner join, second table, instead of table, I'm writing the query. So here, so if you write, this is called subquery, right? Subquery. So this resultant will be placed here. Inner join, this one, D, it will be taken as D. You can take whatever the column from here, D dot department ID, D dot department name, D dot location ID. So that's what we have taken D dot. And on class, on join condition, inner join or join, both are equal. Join locations, the third table on condition, join fourth table on condition, join fifth table on condition. You can go n number of tables here. Same way in implicit method also. Here also you have to go with implicit method also you have to go with. So these are all the join types. We have 4 types of joins. So we have seen 4 types of joins. Inner join, left outer, right outer, full outer. I hope you are clear on this particular join. So after practicing it, I have given some exercises in the description itself. Kindly practice it. So now we will go with cross join or Cartesian product. So what is the cross join or Cartesian product? If you look at here, this is the join here. So here we are writing the join condition, right? If you don't write this join condition, it will become a cross join. So what it will do, it will take one record from here. Since we haven't mentioned the join condition, it will take this record, it will join with all the records. So one record here, 5 record here. 8, the same way for 8 records, 8 cross 5, you will be getting 40 records out of it. If you forget to mention any join condition in the join query, it will go for Cartesian product. Okay, that's what we have to understand. What is Cartesian product? So here Cartesian product is nothing but, so this is, what is this join? What is this join now? It's an inner join, right? From first table, comma, second table, where join. So I forgot to mention this join condition. What will happen? Here I have 107 record. Here I have 107 record. Departments table, I have 27 records. You'll be getting 2889 records. So look at here, I forgot to mention join condition. Then you'll be getting 2889 records, right? See, one record on the right-hand side table. It is connecting with all the records here. Then another record. So take another record from the right-hand side table. So you look at here, another marketing. After administration, you can go for marketing. You do join with all the 107. So that is what you will be getting all the records. Okay. How to do a cross join in this ANSI method? Just you can mention that cross join. Okay, cross join. Then you'll be getting that same result. From first table, you can do the cross join, second table. Just you can execute it. It will give you the cross join result. Look at here, same result you'll be getting it. So this is what cross join will be getting it. Sometimes if I want to load some data, some dummy data into the table, I will write insert into table name. I can go for cross join Cartesian product. Then dummy data, I can load it into the table. For more records, it will create, right? Some millions of record I want to create, then I can create in this way. Okay, so this is what cross join will perform. Okay, next one is called self join. See, what is a self join, right? If you look at here, the self join, so you can take this particular table, say employees table. So employee ID is there. For each and every employee, there is some manager ID tagged it. So who is the manager of this particular employee? For this employee, manager is 103. So I want to know each and every employee's manager. Then I have to go for self join. What is the self join? Why we are going for self join? You take the manager ID from here, 103. On the same table, you join it, 103, and I can say Alexander is manager of Wally, right? This is the way we can do it. Who is the manager of Daniel? Then I can go with here. So I can take 100. I can take 108. So 108 is nothing but Nancy is manager of Daniel. So how to write query here? Same table we have to join it. Select column names from first table. So I can take employees table, employees, I can take E1, comma, same employees table, right hand side you consider. Okay, employees table E2, where E1 dot manager ID, E1 dot manager ID, you take the manager ID from here, take the manager ID from here, E1 dot manager ID, you take the E1 dot manager ID here, and on the same table, you can join with employee ID. So E2 dot employee underscore ID. Okay. Then I can go with E1 dot employee ID, employee underscore ID, comma, E1 dot first name. So I can take employee ID in first name. I can take, so one simple hard coded value reports to, okay, reports to. Then I can go with comma, E2 dot employee ID and first name. E2 dot employee ID and E2 dot first name. You can remove this comma here, just execute it. It will give you this result, but it is not in order. I can go for order by one, first column. So Nina reports to Steven. So So Lex reports to Stephen. So all this you can see here. Daniel reports to Nancy. So you are getting all the result right correctly. Okay. So why the 100 is not coming? Since it is an inner join, it will not come. If I want to get it, instead of inner join, I have to go with left outer join. If I do left outer join, you'll be getting Stephen. So Stephen reports to null. Null means he is the topmost person. He is not reporting to anybody. So that's what you can see. The same query, how can I write in the ANSI method? It's very simple again. Select all the column names from first table, inner join, right? Inner join or left outer join. What is the way you want to do? Left join. So instead of where class here, you can go for on class. So remove this plus symbol here. Okay, we have written this. So this is what it will give you the same result. Okay, this is what the self join. We can see the self join here. So I have given all the notes. Kindly practice it. So this is what the join will work. These are all about equijoin. Now let us start with non-equijoin. So non-equijoin will in the join condition will be having greater than less than all the symbols. So non-equijoin is nothing but whenever we are making the join condition, if you are making any non-equal condition of the join condition, then it will become a non-equijoin. So if you consider this particular join, normally if you are not writing this not equal symbol, this is equijoin. This is simply equijoin. Whenever the department ID is matching with the department's table department ID, then we'll be getting it. For each and every employees, we are getting the department's name. But whenever we are making non-equal, right? So here we are going for non-equijoin. So it will give you more results. So instead of 107 record, it's like the same like a Cartesian product. But what is this non-equijoin? Say for an example, department ID 10 in the employees table. So here we have the department ID 10, and then here we have 20. Departments table we have 20 and 30. So like this we have a lot of records. So we made like a non-equi, right? So not equal. So this record alone, it will not be populated. So for this 10, this 20 is not equal. So that 20 it will be coming. So you look at here. So this is what you'll be getting all the records. For administration, we'll be getting all the records. Again, for marketing, you'll be getting all the records. One record, it will not be matched. So other than that, we'll be getting other records. So this is called non-equijoin. Normally, we will not write more non-equijoin in our real-time project. We'll be writing only equijoins. So this is what joins. So kindly practice all the joins. If you have any queries or any suggestions, or if you need any modification, please raise your questions through chat, through comments. I will respond to it. Thank you very much. We will meet in the next session.